Good evening, ladies.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to the Doctor's Chambers. Jumping on just to get a pulse on what's going on out here. A lot of mental health issues, and I want to get a pulse on it. Good evening, Dr. Whitney and Dr. April.
Good
Good evening.
evening.
All
Yay.
righty. So let's talk, ladies. What's going on out here? How are you doing? How are you feeling?
Doing well, and just same as you. Like there's recognizing the mental health issues that are going on, and wanting to definitely bring awareness to a number of things.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
I mean, hey, doing great. Been busy. So jumping into this therapy thing, let's talk about how therapy is so beneficial. I mean, there's so many people that's coming to therapy now.
Mhm.
Like we have such an influx to where it's like you're trying to find providers if you don't have room, giving other people referrals to other
Right.
colleagues and things like that just to get people in. So that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
Okay. So we know, of course, the biggest thing about therapy is, of course, therapist, but also finding other things that you can do to stay mentally fit, like reading, jogging, writing,
Mhm.
walking. For me, today, it was brunching. I love to brunch. And so we pick different restaurants, we go out, and so we kind of have like what we're having now, a powwow, a girl chat, and we get to talk about things that are happening. For me, it's a lot of my workout friends, and we talk about things that are going on, things that are prevalent. So tell me, um, let's talk about that, things like that. How can laughter? It's good for your
Yeah.
soul. Like we laugh the entire time.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, I think one big part of things that I work on in therapy with clients is identifying the things you're talking about, those self-care
Mhm.
tools or coping skills, whatever title you want to put place on it, identifying those things. What are the things that help keep you, as you said, mentally fit? Things that what resources do you have? And it's good to have a well-rounded list of those things because you
Yeah.
never know what's going on. Everything isn't always available. We've gone through a pandemic, and certain things that maybe you used to be able to do for self-care, you might not have been able to do during this time. So really having a strong and you know, a list that has some various, things on it so that you can always be practicing self-care, mental fitness.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. I know
okay.
with me, like today, what I did was take the kids and we went out to the park. So we went to the trail, and this particular park has like an outside gym. So it has weights outside that's made into concrete, made into the gym, different things that you can do. So just taking a walk in nature, being outside, getting fresh air is so nice. The weather is nice outside, it's cooler. So being able to just step out and enjoy yourself. Take a
Mhm.
walk. That's good exercise. That's good for the mind, mental health, all of that.
So I
Absolutely.
work in the schools. And so we have almost 8 hours of being inside of a building, not just even the students, but the staff. What can we do? Because we're inside all day. And so sometimes it gets pretty stressful. We're coming back from, we're still in the midst of a pandemic. We have hundreds of students in there. It's a high stress environment.
But I feel like in the midst of that, take your lunch break and leave. I know it's a lot of teachers that don't, they when it's time for you to take lunch.
Okay, so something happened with Dr. April. Okay,
Oh, okay.
okay,
Are you
there you
back?
go. Okay.
So I was saying, take that lunch break and leave. Use that opportunity to exercise. Instead of just sitting in your classroom eating your food or something, like take a quick bite in the car, and then use the rest of that time to maybe walk around the school building. Walk outside around the building. The weather is nice, so being able to do that just to have a breakaway. It's important to take those breaks.
Mm-hmm.
And I totally agree. Sometimes I literally just go sit in the car and make a phone call just to get some sunlight. We're not getting enough vitamin D when we're in the building. And it gets very busy during the day.
Yeah.
And so I have encountered a lot of teachers that are having stress and they're having anxiety. And we're having masks on all day. So we have this mask on and we're walking around for all these hours. So it does get to be a bit much at times. So I will duck off and go into my office and take a break, and then I'll come out, and then sometimes I feel refreshed, but sometimes I don't. So
Yeah. Well, there's all, I mean, I would say maybe practice some deep breathing, whether or not, if you're able to walk outside of your classroom on a break, do that. If you're not able to walk out of your classroom, or, it's a busy day, do that even at your desk. Start
Yeah.
your morning with that, as you walk into and get ready for your day, before you leave the house, or even when you go sit at your desk in your classroom, do some deep breathing. I don't know how teaching right now is since the pandemic, but I might have to have the whole classroom. We're going to do a deep breathing exercise.
Right.
You
okay.
know, there's guided meditations and deep breathing exercises. You can do it. You can find them on YouTube. So they have apps. So there's lots of ways to, be able to do that and incorporate that, just to get yourself centered and your mindset prepared for what you're about to encounter.
So I'll definitely make mention of that. And we talk about getting the kids up and giving them a brain break and doing things like that. But for me, another big thing, laughter. I love to laugh. So my coworkers and I, sometimes we tell jokes. We talk about what happened over the weekend and we laugh about it. And so I think that's another important thing. Maybe going to comedy shows. What are some other things that people can do to laugh? Because we know laughter is such a medicine.
Yeah, going to comedy shows, pulling up TikTok videos,
TikTok.
YouTube
That's
videos. Oh
big.
my God. Some stuff you find is hilarious. I know recently this weekend, me and one of my friends, we were both on. I was texting her. I was like, girl, you got to come into this room. We both were on Clubhouse, just literally laughing because this room was just amazing, going back and forth. And it was just funny. So it was cool. Something to do where you can just be entertained. A group of people, a group of like-minded individuals, finding something that you like I said, YouTube, TikTok, calling a group of friends, getting on a group chat, and just, hey, having that great conversation.
TikTok is amazing. It really
TikTok
is.
is big. TikTok is so big.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want some laughter, maybe take a shot at making a TikTok.
I actually have started loading some of our videos onto TikTok as well. And
Good.
so we've been getting some viewers and I'm new to it and I don't really know how to work it. So
Yeah, not
I
yet.
am
I ain't
going to
got that
take
yet.
some time this week to learn how to work TikTok, to learn how to, because I know how to load our videos. So I have been loading some of our videos and been getting some feedback. So I thought that was so funny that before, when I had no sense of humor, I would never watch it. But as I get older, I just want to laugh. I want to enjoy life. Life is too short. So I want to be entertained. I want to go out. I want to be with people who I love and people who love me. I have no tolerance and zero tolerance for drama. What do you ladies say to that?
100%. I mean, I think I've been seeing on social media a lot of memes and just a lot of conversations about peace,
Yeah.
right? Protecting your peace. And I mean, I think that's definitely key, protecting the energy that you're around so that you're not taking on any negativity that doesn't belong to you. We really need to
Absolutely.
be sure that we are removing what doesn't belong to us, and managing how we want our space and energy to really be, taking control over that.
So
So
that
I,
takes a lot of self-discipline, so because a lot of people, don't have that. So they will want to know, okay, how do I do that? How do I take that time off? When you see something that's starting to trigger you, sometimes it's important for you to take the high road.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not going to continue to engage back and forth in this conversation because it can go left. So I'm going to take the high road, and I'm going to wish you well, have a great day, and continue to move on to protect my peace.
Mhm.
so is that have a great day for good, or is it just for that day? Talk to me, because
I mean, it's just for that day. See, I'm the type of person that we can get into it, and then tomorrow we can be best friends again. So I don't hold a grudge to it, but some people do. Some people, you say that, and then that's it. You don't talk again for months. But I'm the type, hey, let's table it. It's good. Hey, let's agree to disagree or whatever. And I wish you well. Enjoy the rest of your
Yeah.
day. And we'll talk another time. And I may call you 2, 3 days later or the next week. Hey, let's get together. Let's have lunch.
I
wow.
think it depends. I think it depends on the relationship and what level of toxicity are we talking about? Like, is this recurring? Are we always having these, um, difficult conversations? Like, our interactions are challenging or triggering? Like, sometimes it might be, a longer term,
Mhm.
see you later, wish you well, but hopefully, if, like Dr. April said, I mean, if you're able to, it might just be, I need a couple days.
But you're right, Dr. Whitney. I mean, it depends on the level of relationship you have with that person. Like, if it's a family member, if it's a close friend or whatever, if you value the person and value the relationship and value the
Mhm.
friendship, you may not just completely cut that person off. It's just, okay, I just need some time, or, we had a disagreement, and then, the next hour or the next few days or next day or whatever, you can come back and you can have a conversation.
Mhm.
It's just whatever. But it just depends. People's intentions. So you have to gauge the person that you're dealing with. Because you have some people who have these undertones where they'll throw undertones and say things and shade and post these subliminal messages that people like to do on social media. Instead of just telling the person who you're talking about that you're talking about them, call that person and have that conversation, as opposed to you to post this big meme and you expect them to read through the meme. People don't have time for that.
I love it. So while we're on that topic, before we even move to a close and your positive affirmations, Dr. April, let's talk about it, because dating now is even more stressful. You have these other factors in there now, like some people are unemployed, or some people are not working as much as they were working before the pandemic. So now you have these additional stressors. What can people do? Identifying people that are toxic up front.
Mhm.
How do you do that? How do you do that?
Go ahead.
Well, I'm one. I would say that, one thing I think is important first to have self awareness. I think if you first have to be aware of what you're looking for, you know, so that once you start engaging with someone, okay, I'm seeing some things, these things about this person characteristics don't align with what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And being okay with, and comfortable in saying, you know what, nice to meet you, or nice to have gotten to know you, but I think I'm looking for some different things
Mhm. Yeah. Or I
early
mean, I
on.
wish you well. I don't think it's okay for you to tell people right then, like, hey, I wish you well. I don't like this exchange. I don't like this energy. So it's gauging what's triggering you and why. And is this a repeated occurrence?
Mhm.
You may have one incident and you kind of self-reflect if it's you or if it's the other person, but if you're constantly having these same interactions over and over and over and over and over again, like sometimes we do with certain people and we give them more chances than not. So that's when you have to ask yourself, okay, what is this relationship bringing to me? How is it mutually beneficial? Because if we're going to keep having these toxic exchanges, maybe we don't need to have this friendship, this relationship, or whatever it is anyway.
I absolutely love that you guys are therapists. So you see people on a daily basis and you're counseling them on a daily basis. And one thing, Dr. April, you said to me the other day, you said, what you don't want to do is continue in this hamster's wheel. And it's been in my mind
Mm.
every day when you meet people and you're continuing to have to say the same thing,
Mhm.
and you have identified some characteristics, just like you said, Dr. Wiki, that you don't want to deal with. It's cut the cord. Thank you for everything, and goodbye. I love it. Thank you, ladies. I really appreciate it. I don't know if you want to add anything before we move to Dr. April's positive affirmations and close, but we do have some other shows coming up later this month. I'll put the flyers out so you guys be on the lookout for those shows as well. We have some pretty good shows on tap coming up as we continue to work in the doctor's chambers. But all right, so as we move to a close, Dr. Whitney, I'll let you get ready to say some final words.
I mean, yes, I just want to close with, as we're talking about mental health and being mentally fit, how important it is to um, think about what things help you to find peace, to stay energized, to feel rejuvenated. What are those things? Make a list of those things, have all of those resources available to you so that you know when you feel triggered, whether it's by relationships or different interactions or stressed by work, you know you can go to that resource list to help get yourself mentally fit again. So
All right,
that's
I
my little
love
gem.
it. I love it. I love it. All right, Dr. April.
Well, do you want me to go ahead with the affirmation?
No, I want you to wrap it up. But before you do,
Wrap it
Dr.
up
April,
first.
I want to say it too because you guys know I love to be physically active. Like I like to go out. I like to run up a hill. I like to bike. I have a bike in my garage, a road bike. And just whatever it is. I like to lunge my garage. I train here as well, and then I have a trainer as well. So I like to get out and get moving. And I say to people all the time, it may not be to that level, but
Yeah.
something. Find something that
Mhm.
you can do to get active, to release the serotonin and the endorphins in the brain, to change your mood, to decrease that anxiety and that depression or whatever it is that you're dealing with, because we all deal with something. So
Mhm.
get moving. All right, now, Dr. April.
Well, to add to that, the fitness kick, hey, I encourage people to take supplements. Do that. Research supplements,
Yes.
talk to your holistic doctor or some primary care doctors, they're into it as well. Think about some things that you can take to help with it. That's natural
Mhm.
supplements, natural things that you can do, the types of foods that you can eat, juicing, eat smoothies, increasing green leafy vegetables, like all these things, kale, spinach, blueberries. I'm like a firm
Mhm.
believer, eat your way to health. So all these
Yeah.
things are great in addition to exercising, but also creating this schedule, a daily maintenance plan of things that you're going to do on a daily basis. Write it down. Create this roadmap of, okay, I'm eating healthy. What's my morning routine? I'm exercising. All these things help with your mental health.
Love it. Absolutely love it. All right. So let's move to the positive affirmation. We're talking
So
about
the
mental
positive
health.
affirmation for today, look straight
Okay.
out the dome, is I am feeling more empowered daily.
Okay. I
Yes.
am feeling more empowered daily. And I
Daily.
feel more empowered after talking to you ladies. So
Yes.
you guys are awesome.
Absolutely.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, we have more shows coming up this month. We will put the information out so you can be on the lookout for those shows. So thanks again, of course, for tuning in. And I want to appreciate you ladies as well, because I know you have busy Sundays, and that's my busy day as well. But again, we will see you back in the doctor's chambers later on. Have a good evening.
You as well.